Most foreign guys completely mess this up with Japanese girls, and they don't even realize it. They think it's about trying harder, being more confident, being more outgoing. But that's actually the problem. Because what works in the West doesn't always work in Japan, and if you don't understand that, you're going to come off the wrong way instantly. Not because you're a bad guy, but because you're playing the wrong game. So if you actually want to stand out, you need to understand a few key things. And once you do, everything changes. First, you have to understand subtlety. In a lot of Western cultures, being loud, dominant, and very direct is seen as confident, but in Japan, that same behavior can come off as overwhelming, or even a little uncomfortable. So instead of trying to be the loudest person in the room, you want to be the most controlled, calm energy, composed, aware of your surroundings. That kind of confidence stands out way more, because most people aren't doing it. And it signals something deeper. It signals that you're grounded, that you don't need attention, and that's attractive. Second, presentation matters more than you think. Japan is a very detail-oriented culture. People pay attention to small things. How you dress, how clean you look, how put together you are. And this connects directly to attraction, because it shows respect, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. If your clothes are messy, your shoes are dirty, or you look like you didn't try, that gets noticed immediately. But if you're clean, simple, and intentional, you instantly stand out. Not because you're flashy, but because you're sharp, and that difference matters. Third, awareness is everything. This is probably the biggest one. A lot of guys go in trying to impress, instead of trying to understand. But in Japan, reading the room is huge, paying attention to tone, body language, energy. If someone is being more reserved, you match that. If the vibe is calm, you don't come in high energy and force it, because forcing things is what kills attraction. Instead, you want things to feel natural, effortless, like it's just flowing, and that only happens when you're paying attention. Another thing most guys don't realize is that mystery plays a big role. If you're over-explaining yourself, talking too much, or trying too hard to impress, you lose that. But if you're a bit more reserved, a bit more selective with what you say, you create curiosity, and curiosity builds attraction. Because now, she's trying to figure you out, instead of the other way around. And this all connects to one bigger idea. You don't need to chase, you need to position yourself. Most guys are chasing reactions, trying to get attention, trying to get validation. But the guys who stand out are the ones who are just present, grounded, comfortable, and intentional. They're not forcing anything. They're just showing up the right way. And here's the truth. This isn't just about Japan. These principles apply everywhere. Subtle confidence, clean presentation, awareness, restraint. These are things that make you stand out in any environment. But in Japan, they matter even more. Because fewer people are overdoing things. Which means when you do things right, it's very noticeable. So if you take anything from this, it's this. Stop trying to do more and start doing things better. Be calmer, be sharper, be more aware, and let that speak for itself. Because when you do that, you don't need to chase attention. It comes to you. If you want more videos on how to actually stand out and become more attractive without trying too hard, subscribe, because that's exactly what this channel is about.